Hi, I am Mandy of Madcow Designs. It is June 29th, 2023, and this is Stitch 64. I am sitting somewhere a little different today because it's hot. I just went and checked our little weather station that's out in the yard, and it is 95 degrees outside, but feels like 111. No thank you. So I can't really turn off our AC unit today. Hopefully y'all can't hear it. I know if I sit in the other room, you can hear when it kicks on and there's like this droning sound happening in the video. Hopefully y'all don't hear that. If you do, I'll try to figure out something different for next week. So, let's talk about yarn. Let's do finished objects. First up, I finished my mom's patent croy socks. This is the first time I've ever worked with patent croy. This colorway is blue striped rag. Really like the color. The yarn is nice. It's one of those rustic workhorse yarns. It's commercial, which means that it's affordable, so it's really nice for that. I think Mom is gonna like these come winter because this kind of yarn tends to be a little warmer. So we will find out. She doesn't have any kind of yarn in this style. So I did the Magic Vanilla pattern free on my website or on Ravelry, wherever you like to find patterns. Very pretty. That yellow shows up pretty good in here. The yellow is very subtle. But so those are ready to go. And then I finished my potato chip socks. I'm in love with these. Okay, so I say mine. These are also for Mom. This is Mom's podcast today. How about that? So this is my brand new pattern, potato chip socks in the original flavor potato chip colorway, dyed up by Southern Skeins. Y'all, look at that pattern. It shows so well on this color. I am in love with this. Oh my God. Okay. I am waiting on the mailman to come. He has the other 3 colorways. They are being delivered today. And then I will make my mom a pair of socks in every colorway. I am not going to put this into my scrappy blanket yet. Normally when I finish a pair of socks, I will put 1 square into my scrappy blanket. This one was already added last week. I'm gonna wait until I've used all 4 of the colors, and then I'm gonna put all 4 of them in the blanket in the same space so that, you know, I can remember that was all 4 of the colors that were dyed up just for this pattern. I love it. We do have a knit along going on for these. It's still happening until the end of July. So all you have to do is knit 1 pair of socks in this pattern, and you can enter via a Google form that is in the show notes. It's on my Instagram link tree. It's on my website. Anywhere you look, you can find the Google form to enter the drawing. If you use one of the 4 colorways that Southern Skeins is dyeing for this, you get an extra entry. Just check the little box on the Google form and your entry counts for double. Other than that, it's pretty chill. Easy going. I don't care how tall you make your sock. I don't care what kind of cuff, heel, or toe you put in your sock. So if you prefer an afterthought, go for it. You like some kind of special toe that forms for a left and a right foot, go for it. I don't care. What I'm looking for is this right here, because this texture is so delicious. It really is. It's just It feels good on the foot, it looks nice, and it's so simple to knit up. I really enjoy it. So, yeah, I think that about covers the rules for the knit along. If you have any questions, you're welcome to message me. The rules are all also on my website. There's a whole page just for the knit along. Yeah, I think that's it. There's going to be 3 prize giveaways, which we will talk about in a little bit. We'll talk about that closer to the chatter section, because it's exciting. It just keeps getting better, y'all. That's all I can say. Okay, last thing that I've been working on. It's a finished object, but it's also a work in progress, so, you know. I'm making dishcloths. This is the Grandma's Favorite Dishcloth pattern by PJ Allen. I do the one that has eyelets in it because I think they're cute. My neighbor had, I had gifted 2 of these to my neighbor. She wanted something for bath time for her grandchild, and she loved them, so she requested 4 more. So I have 1, but I have the yarn now so that I can make the other 3. I've also made 3 of these in colors that I had available for my husband and I to use as sweat towels, but they're all in the dirty clothes. You know, that happens. We've been going outside having adventures, and I guess I need to do laundry. So that brings us to works in progress. I have 1. This year's summer sock camp bag. The AC unit is turning off. Did you hear the difference? Although I can still hear the refrigerator running. This house makes a lot of noise. Our AC unit is in the center of the house, and you can hear it from any room that you're in. That's why normally I turn it off, but it's just too hot for all that. Okay, the only work in progress that I actually have to show today is my rainy socks. Wow, that is, yeah. So I am on the first one, past the heel, 1/3 of the way through the foot maybe. This is Kimbers Cozy Creations. It was one of the monthly colorways, don't get me to lying on which month, called Singing in the Rain. So pretty. It's just blues and purples. Came with 2 minis. I believe this one was Lavender and Stormy. So I am doing my 2x2 feet pattern, and I don't know if you can tell, but I did about 1 row. I think I did cast on in 2 rows in lavender, and then I used Stormy and lavender for the heel. Yeah, the lavender for the heel, and I'll have a Stormy toe on it. And the 2x2 feet sock pattern, which, y'all, I might be in love with my own pattern. I don't know what to say. It's just so squishy, and I was visiting with Pam last night. She handed me a pair of socks that were 2x2 feet pattern in a DK weight yarn. Oh my god, the squish. I might have to do that now. It's rolling around in there that's a thing I need to do, and I don't know. So anyway, these are really cute, going well. I have 3 sets of these needles. So I use the Hiya Hiya Flyers. And I only have 3 sets in this size. I have others in like a, what is this? This is a 2.5 millimeter. I have a few other sets in the 3 millimeter that I use for like the Felici and that kind of stuff. This is where the chatter begins. We have a lot of chatter today. I have yarny chatter and then not yarny. So I only have 3 sets of those, and the knit-alongs that are about to begin. Oh my goodness. So let's see. Today is Thursday. Next Thursday starts the Stephen West Mystery Sock Knit-Along. If you saw my Instagram, I did a poll asking which of the yarns I should use, and it was dead even. I still have no idea what yarn I'm going to use. I'm working on it. I have a week to figure it out. But I have 1 set of empty needles that I am going to cast on Thursday with. And I believe we get a clue each Thursday for a month. I think that's how that one works. Well, the Sunday after the Stephen West Knit-Along starts is Sock Week, hosted by Knitting Addie. My goal is to knit a pair of socks during that week, which means that I need to have 2 sets of needles. So I'm going to cast on 1 Stephen West sock and then the 2 socks for Sock Week, and that takes up all 3 of those needles. When I finish the Sock Week, which is only an 8-day event, I will probably cast on the 2nd Stephen West sock. Clearly I need more needles, right? That's the problem here. I need more needles. But if I have the need for more socks, then I have the 3 millimeter ones, and I can cast on like some vanilla Felici socks or something like that to keep me entertained and rest my brain from whatever torture Stephen West is going to bring us. Y'all, the air just kicked off not that long ago, and I am already just like hot. Our house has no shade. We have trees behind us, but the sun is in front of us, and it is just warm. I have my yarn picked out for Sock Week. I need to get it caked up. I need to decide on a yarn for Stephen West. I don't know. My brain is short-circuiting just a little bit because I've never done so many knit-alongs at the same time. I have the potato chip knit-along that I'm hosting, Sock Week that I am participating in and a sponsor in, and then I have Stephen West that I want to participate in. Reminder, if you're doing the potato chip knit-along, then you can enter it in Summer Sock Camp by the Crazy Sock Lady and Sock Week by Knitting Addie and mine. You can enter the same pair of socks 3 times as long as you time it correctly. So, I said we would talk about prizes. Y'all. As you know, Jenna of Southern Skeins dyed up this beautiful yarn for us, and she has 4 colorways: original, sour cream and chive, barbecue, and less sodium. So this is the sour cream and chive. I have this, the barbecue, and the less sodium that I am giving away in prizes, along with a stitch marker set that I made. And now they will be coming in a bag with my logo printed on them. Oh my god. Y'all, these are screen printed. These are really, really nice. They have a zipper. They're not a box bottom, but I mean, they're big. So, you get the stitch markers, 1 skein of yarn, and my bag. There are 3 of these. I only brought the one in here to show. But there are 3 of these, y'all. I am so excited. And, did you notice? Did you notice? I am so excited. So this is actually printed on the back of this shirt as well. I just have to say, I am so proud of my dad, and I am so happy for him. He is starting a screen printing business. So I learned to screen print when I was in college, and I think my whole family fell in love with it. Like, it is just so much fun to do. The whole art form, how it works, it's all just like magic. I love it. So my parents saw where someone was getting out of the business and selling all their equipment, and they bought it. So Dad is starting to screen print t-shirts. He surprised me when I went to visit last week and had my logo ready to go. It was my mom's idea to print up these bags for y'all, and in fact they bought those. So that is my parents' donation to the prize giveaway. They bought the bags and obviously all of like the screens and the ink and all that stuff. So yeah, he is getting that up and running. I've been answering questions where I can, helping out where I can. I can't, like, I am so excited for him. He is having a blast. He is doing an amazing job. He is using all these halftones, which is something I was never able to figure out. And y'all, he has the cutest logo I've ever seen. I will try to put that in here for you. His company is Half Blind Design, and I mean, I'm in love with his logo. So I got to go screen print with my dad, y'all. Like, I don't know. It was fun. We just got to hang out and have a good time, and he only hit me with 1 screen, so I'd say that's doing pretty good. I had the camera and I was getting in there and taking all these action photos of him working so that we can build him a website. And if you've never seen screen printing, all the screens go up in holders and you can spin them around, and then there's pallets that the t-shirts go on down below and those can spin around. Well, when you get to printing, you just start spinning screens and the pallets, and I'm in there trying to take photos that are all up close action shots, and yeah, I managed to not get hit until the very end. And of course at that point Mom was there to witness it, and I was like, of course you are. He didn't hit me very hard. It was just a little tap in the shoulder. I moved pretty quick. So yeah, we had a blast. I am going back next week and we are going to work on his website. I will link everything down below because he has an Instagram and it has a few posts on there. This is all very brand new. He has a Facebook. Last I checked, there's nothing listed on his Facebook yet, but it will be there. And he is going to have a website, but it's a work in progress still. Like I said, I'm gonna go visit next week, so next week's video is again gonna get recorded on Wednesday, but it will upload on Thursday like usual. Yeah, it's very exciting. And they're gonna go to markets and sell their own designs, or his own designs. I don't know. Mom has a lot of say in what all happens as well. My parents are absolutely adorable. Like, they are the cutest. There's a deer in my yard. I would say squirrel, but it was a deer. It is the middle of the day. We have lots of deer in this neighborhood, but they only come out at night. It was just running like a panic attack through my front yard. Okay. And it's just one, not a herd of them. Usually they travel in a group. Squirrel. Okay. So yeah. Completely lost train of that thought. I am very proud of my parents and I can't wait. I think we're going to end up trying to go to some markets together, and that will be a lot of fun. I enjoy hanging out with my parents. I have really cool parents and I love them a lot. I enjoy spending time with them, and I would love to be able to set up at different vendor events right next to them and just hang out all day. I think that's going to be a blast. So yeah, if you want to follow him and see his journey and how he is doing with his new business, it's all linked down below, and I'm sure I will keep you notified on how things are going, because I mean, come on, screen printing is awesome. Okay, I brought my needle cases in here to show you. So I have this from Knit Picks, and it is busting at the seams, y'all. So it has a zipper pouch on this side where I have cables for my interchangeable, and then I have all my crochet hooks. On the other side I have my standard interchangeables, and then I have 2 sets of shorties, a wood set and a metal set, all in here. It's too full. There's just too much going on. Well, last time I was home with my parents, they sent me home, they sent me back here with boxes from high school. Like, I boxed stuff up in high school because we moved, and then I went off to college and I never collected my stuff. So they sent me home with a few boxes. I found my planner. Y'all, this is Lisa Frank from 1999. I know that because it had a calendar inside. But check out what I did. I have these little zipper pouches with all of my sock needles in here. So these are 9-inch needles in varying sizes because, well, I don't have that many 9-inch needles. I can't seem to get them to work. And these are my double points. And then I went ahead and left the Lisa Frank stuff in here. Y'all, I can tell you exactly what kind of kid I was. This is a sticker sheet, and there is 1 sticker missing off of it because I couldn't commit. I could not put these stickers on anything because once you stick them to something, that's it. They're stuck. You can't ever use them again. That is the kind of kid I was. I've gotten better. I tend to use stickers now, but look at this. 1999. And now I use it for my knitting needles, and it is absolutely perfect. Ah, I love it. Okay, so yeah, it only holds my sock knitting needles. So this one I go to for socks. This bad boy is everything else. Oh, okay. Well, I did take last week off because my husband was on vacation. We ended up staying home, but oh my goodness, did we go on an adventure. Every other day we rested, and every other day we went out. So we went on a 2-mile hike. It's a converted railroad track that is now a hiking trail, and they're working on extending it like all the way through town, and eventually it's going to be 7 miles long. But the stretch that we walked was only 1 mile, and you walk to the end and come back, so 2 miles. We took Pepper Ann with us on that one, and then middle of the week, we went kayaking. I've never been kayaking. I don't do water sports because I don't exactly swim. I had lessons, didn't learn. As an adult, I have learned to float and doggy paddle, so I can, you know, as long as I don't panic, I can float and not drown. Of course, I did have on a life jacket, and y'all, I had so much fun. I told my husband, you have exactly one shot. If I don't like this, I am never going on another water activity. Yeah, I enjoyed it. So I guess we'll be going again. You know you had fun when you come home with mystery bruises. I had this big old purple bruise on my knee, and best I can figure, it was me trying to get in the boat. That's not an easy task. You have to like lower yourself down into this boat, and it's doing this number the whole time, and there's no graceful way, there's no pretty way to do it. You just kind of hope that you aimed correctly and fall. So I did not ever fall into the water. You do get wet because the way that you paddle for kayaking, the paddle comes up and water drops off of it and onto your feet. So I got wet, but I never fell in, which is good. So yeah, we're talking about kayaking some more. And then our last adventure, we went and climbed the highest point in Louisiana. It's not very high. It's 535 feet above sea level, which I live at about 300 feet above sea level. It's not much of a mountain, but it's our little mountain. It's the highest point that we have here in Louisiana. We went and climbed it, and we tried to take it used to have two trails. Used to being the key word. So on our way up, we were going to take the alternate trail, which is supposed to be harder. We did take Pepper Ann on this trip with us. She's been on this before, so she knew where we were and was very excited. We tried to take the other trail, and we never saw the beginning for it. And we were like, oh, okay. Well, we know where it starts at the top, so we'll take that way back down. Yeah, it ends up that they took down all the trail markers for it because there are multiple trees down on the path and you can't get through anymore. We didn't know where we were going, and we came across all the trees that were down, and nope, we turned around and went back up the mountain. So what should have been a 2-mile hike turned into a 3-mile hike. Pepper Ann did very well though. She was tired. She was quite tired. By like 2.5, she was pretty tired, but she did make it back to the vehicle without me having to carry her. We took lots of stops, had lots of water. I have a little collapsible water bowl that I take for her, and I shared one of my trail mix bars with her. It's like cashews and yogurt or something like that. No raisins, no grapes, nothing like that in it. It's mostly just nuts. So I shared that with her, and we had a very fun family outing. So it was a great vacation. We just relaxed and enjoyed being able to spend time with each other. All right, so y'all take care. Have a happy 4th of July, and I will see you next week. Bye.